Hello and welcome to part 16 of my fully interactive walkthrough of Pokémon Red. And in the last part we got through Rock Tunnel and into Lavender Town. So before we leave this Pokemon Center, let's see if anyone has anything interesting to say. I saw Cubone's mother die trying to escape from Team Rocket. Oh, let's start it off on a happy note, shall we? Thank you for that. Cubones wear skulls, right? People will pay a lot for one. Alright, that'll be what Team Rocket are doing then. Team Rocket will do anything for the sake of gold. Anyone over here? Nope. Alright, so nice pleasant start. We're getting set up for the fact that Team Rocket are going to be featured more prominently soon in the game than they have been. But first, let's explore Lavender Town. Let's talk to you. Ghosts appeared in Pokemon Tower. I think they're the spirits of Pokemon that the Rockets killed. So this is Pokemon Tower, but you need the Sylph Scope to go any higher than this floor. So if you encounter any wild Pokemon after going up these stairs, or up the next set of stairs after that I should say, you can't identify them, so you can't fight them, you can't catch them, not without glitching anyway. So there's not much point in us doing this bit just yet. We're going to come back to Pokemon Tower once we've got the Sylph Scope in a couple of episodes time. Do you believe in ghosts? Honestly, no. Haha, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder, it's not real. Nice and creepy. What happens if you say yes? Do you believe in ghosts? Really? So there are believers. Make you sound stupid, or make you feel stupid. Great. This town is known as the grave site of Pokemon. Memorial services are held in Pokemon Tower. That must be a pleasant thing to be known for. Lavender Volunteer Pokemon House. Let's have a look in here then. That's odd, Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? Wait, you're standing, facing the only doorway. Like, how can he have got out without you noticing? Never mind. Nidorino! Yeah. Okay. This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokemon. Isn't that nice? What else we got? We got a Psyduck. Psyduck being one of the stars of the early anime. Before I lost interest. And as well, 8. Yeah, so what's in here? A Pokemon. Cubone. Kiarugu. Okay. I hate those horrible rockets. That poor Cubone's mother. It was killed trying to escape from Team Rocket. Oh, so they're talking about Pokemon dying, which isn't mentioned very often in Pokemon, because when you win a fight against Pokemon, it faints, doesn't it? It's never killed. You just take it to a Pokemon Center and it gets revived. Yeah, it's weird, this town, in the context of the Pokemon games, because they talk about death. Oh, now we've got some happy music, and we are in the house of this man. Hello, hello, I am the official name rater. This is where we're going to change our nicknames to the nicknames, or at least some of the nicknames that you guys voted for over the last few videos. Do you want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? Yes, please. Which Pokemon should I look at? Well, let's start off with our original, our starter, Charmeleon. And I had quite a lot of suggestions for each Pokemon, and I'm very thankful for everyone that voted. Unfortunately, I can only choose one nickname per Pokemon, so I'll pick my favourite suggestion, basically. Charmeleon, is it? That is a decent nickname. But would you like to give it a nicer name? How about it? Yes. Fine. What should we name it? Blaze. It's quite a standard name for something like this, a fire Pokemon. It was suggested by a couple of my younger fans on this channel by the name of Ellis and Jack. And I think, you know, I think it was great that they suggested a nickname, so I thought, you know, they suggested names for all my Pokemon, but they both picked the same one for Charmeleon, so great minds must think alike. It may be a typical name for a fire Pokemon, but it doesn't make it a bad nickname. That probably makes it a good nickname, because enough people have thought of it as a good nickname to use it, and it's become a standard one. So, Charmeleon is now called Blaze. Okay, this Pokemon has been renamed Blaze, yeah. That's a better name than before. See, even the name mater agrees. Ah, now we get to go through this whole speech again instead of just another offer. Yes. Right, so next Pokemon we're going to nickname is Butterfree. So my second Pokemon, I'm doing them in order of acquisition if you like. Butterfree, is it? That is a decent nickname for a Butterfree. Yes, it is. Would you like me to give it a nicer name? How about it? Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to read that out every time. Fine, what should we name it? Okay, so Butterfree is being called Gale Platt, who is, if you're unsure, if you're unaware, a character from Coronation Street, a British soap opera. Basically, this suggestion came from someone called Adam, and it was just random enough to appeal to me. I've got to be honest. That was the reason I picked this. Was it was so incredibly out of left field. I did not see that coming as a suggestion at all, ever. And it made me laugh, so I thought, yeah, Butterfree is now called Gale Platt. Okay, this Pokemon has been renamed Gale Platt. That's a better name than before. So the name mater approves of Coronation Street related Pokemon nicknames as well. Alright, next up, we're going to be nicknaming Pikachu, which has a decent nickname of Pikachu, apparently. It's a bit of a bizarre concept. Let me just name it and then I'll discuss this. So Pikachu is named Pizza Shoe, which obviously sounds vaguely like Pikachu. It's sort of like if you misheard it and you didn't know anything about Pokemon, that could be what you thought someone said, I suppose. Again, just made me chuckle. This was Aaron suggested this one, and he's actually got a channel that he uploads to on here. He doesn't upload really frequently, but he's a bassist and he does some quite good covers. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below, because I have checked out his channel. Does the sort of music I like for the most part as well, which is always a bonus. So yeah, go and check him out if you're into musical covers of things, you know. And he, like I say, he does bass covers. He covers the bass part of reasonably popular songs. So yeah, but yeah, Pikachu is now known as Pizza Shoe. And once again, the name mater thinks it's a better nickname than before. So before we nickname Alakazam, which is obviously our final team member, if you like, it's a bizarre concept that you have to go and see this guy to change your Pokemon's nickname. Why can't you just start calling Pikachu Pizza Shoe? What authority does this guy have over your Pokemon that you caught in the wild and have never met him before, that he tells them your name's Pizza Shoe now and you will listen to it? It's a bit odd, that concept, but never mind. Okay, so let's... I should have been doing that little chat while I was talking to him, but never mind. So we're going to talk about Alakazam. Have a look at Alakazam now. And it's also a decent nickname. Get the feeling he just says the same thing just to keep me happy. So we're going to nickname Alakazam. Alright, so going to nickname Alakazam Trevor, which again was just random enough to really appeal. I think he suggested it after Trevor Sinclair, just as a generic nickname that he'll give to pretty much anyone or anything, really. I think he said it was either Pauline Quirk or Trevor Sinclair that he nicknamed everyone and everything. So again, the randomness appealed. It was Gaz that suggested this nickname. It also doubly appealed to me because, as fans of my channel will know, I also like Grand Theft Auto 5, and Trevor is my favourite protagonist in any Grand Theft Auto game ever. I just think he's spectacular. So it kind of double appealed to me, so it was a no-brainer to pick Trevor for Alakazam's nickname. I had quite a few good nicknames for Alakazam as well. I had quite a few good ones for all of them, but Alakazam did have quite a good bunch of suggestions. However, I decided to go with Trevor. There we go. And now I only have one more Pokemon with me, which is Mew, and I did say I wasn't going to nickname Mew as he's not an official team member. However, I got 2 suggestions anyway, and normally I would have just said, you know, I'm not looking to nickname Mew because he's only a HM slave, and he is still only a HM slave. I'm not going to start using him on my team and cheating. But one of the nicknames really appealed to me. So, with that said, we're going to start calling Mew, as he has a crucial role to play in our adventure. It seems fair that he has a nickname actually. We're going to call Mew Fluffnut. I think it just... I don't know, it just really appealed to me. I thought it was a really good name. I thought it really suited Mew. It was a girl called Ari. I hope I'm saying her name right. Ari, who suggested it. Who I actually know on the internet vaguely from back in the day when I used to be a part of a Pokemon community on LiveJournal, which was like a blogging site, like an old blogging site, which I think is still going. Yeah, it was. We just sort of made friends through there, you know, through mutual interest of Pokemon, and she now watches my videos and supports them, so I'm grateful for that. And she suggested Fluffnut, and yeah, I thought that was quite a good suggestion from you. So there we go. That is the end of that. So we now have Blaze the Charmeleon, Gale Platt the Butterfree, Pizza Shoe the Pikachu, Trevor the Alakazam, and Fluffnut the Mew. So we now have a full nickname team, and I was never a big team member nicknamer, if such a thing exists. However, I decided to do it for this series because it'd be fun, and I was proven right. So thank you very much to everyone who left suggestions. If I didn't pick your suggestion, I do apologise, but I only had 4 Pokemon really involved in the poll, and then one kind of got some bonus votes, so got a nickname anyway. Maybe next time, because when I get a new Pokemon, I'm obviously going to be nicknaming them going forwards. So, yeah, maybe next time your suggestion will be picked. Nothing personal. I just picked what I thought were the best. So, to keep this episode interesting, instead of just doing Lavender Town, we're also going to fight our way through this route. And I've forgotten which route it is. I think this is Route 8. Should really look that up beforehand. I'm pretty sure this is Route 8. Let's go with Route 8. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments below if it's not. So, this young lady has a Clefairy, and Gale Platt is going to deal with this Clefairy. I'm going to have so much fun with Gale Platt as a team member. It'll take me a few episodes. Stop waking up, Clefairy! It'll take me a few episodes before I don't laugh when I say Gale Platt. I'm sure it will. Great nickname suggestion. Gale Platt, you cause confusion in Clefairy, yeah. I'm not surprised if you were fighting a butterfly called Gale Platt, you'd be confused as well. So, at the other end of this route, oh, I think I'll get it next go anyway, is Celadon City, where the next gym leader is. So it's been a while since we've done a gym leader fight. And Gale Platt in his or her, we're going to start calling Butterfree her, obviously, because it's called Gale now. But in her first battle, Butterfree has, with a new nickname, Butterfree has grown a level, which is awesome. And now it's another Clefairy. Fantastic. So I was going to say, yeah, we're fighting Erica probably in the next episode. So it's been a while since we have a gym battle, since Lieutenant Surge. There's a lot of game to get through to get from Surge to Erica. There's no real shortcut around it either, so there's been a fair few episodes. I think this will be the 4th episode since Surge, so it'll be, you know, the 5th episode since him will be the one that features the actual gym battle. So yeah, it starts to spread out, because in the first sort of few episodes you fight Brock, and then we fought Brock, and then I wish this Clefairy would stop waking up. Sorry to cut away from what I was saying, but stay asleep! It's woken up about 100,000,000 kajillion times. Yeah, that many. There we go, it's asleep. Good grief, I could have knocked it out by now. Okay, I got a crit to make up for it, and a confusion, so the game's sort of helping me out, you know, evening out the averages, I guess. But yeah, you fight Brock fairly quickly. You fight Misty fairly soon after Brock. It's only a couple of episodes away, really. And then Surge again is a couple of episodes after Misty, and then suddenly, bam, 4 episodes without a gym fight. And it happens like that. It spreads out. The last 4 badges are a lot slower to get than the first 4, for example. So other than that Clefairy waking up repeatedly, that was a reasonably easy battle. Let's fight this guy. I'm a rambling, gambling dude. I think, is this the guy whose challenge text gets changed to not promote gambling in later games in Fire Red and Leaf Green? It might say I'm a rambling gaming dude or something like that. I've got this in my head. If someone can confirm that in the comments. I think it does actually change. Okay, so he's got a Growlithe, so we have a type disadvantage, but it used Roar because he's got an intelligence disadvantage, the gambler. Oh wow, why does everything keep waking up? Adam, you've cursed me with this nickname. It made Sleep Powder rubbish. Ever since Butterfree's been called Gale Platt, Pokemon just keep waking up, see? Look at that. I'm not going to knock it out here either, am I? No. Oh no. Oh, it's still using Roar, good. That is ridiculous. How many times a Pokemon has woken up from Sleep Powder, like, first try in this video? And I've only fought 3 so far. This is the 4th Pokemon, and all of them have been messing me about with the waking up thing. Stay asleep. Oh my god, really? This is weird. I don't know why it's doing it. There we go. Is it just law of averages catching up with me, but that, you know, eventually someone had to wake up on the first attempt, and just all 75 instances of them got an encounter are all in this video, or does somehow the nickname really affect the random number generator? Because obviously there's only so many storage points on these Pokemon cartridges, these original ones. So a lot of things overlapped, like names and items and Pokemon and moves and stuff like that, took up kind of the same space on the cartridge. So it sounds ridiculous, but it is possible that nicknaming Butterfree Gale Platt has made other Pokemon more likely to wake up from Sleep Powder. Sounds ridiculous, but from my basic understanding of how the game is programmed, it is possible. Alright, so just skipped out that little visit to the Pokemon Center. Just cut it out, because you don't really need to see that, you know what goes on in there by now. We are going to carry on round here. We could have cut down that bush and gone and looked at wild Pokemon, but let's carry on with trainers for now. There is a new wild Pokemon that I will be catching in this episode. So another page in the Pokédex, which is exciting. Ish. Grimer! Alright, so hopefully I won't need Sleep Powder here. Oh wow! We just got better special than I expected, and I'm glad it didn't manage to disable Confusion, because I would have been struggling to do any damage to it then. I'd have had to use Supersonic and hope it hit itself to win that battle, which wouldn't have been the best way of going about it. Okay, so Muck, obviously tougher than Grimer by quite a bit. I'm quite a big fan of Muck as a Pokemon. It's very tough, very good stats wise, sort of defensively and what have you, from what I remember. But I very rarely use it. It's one of those that I like, but I've never really used. And I couldn't honestly tell you why. I've not got anything against it at all, really. But yeah, I do like Muck. I like its sprite in this generation as well. Most of the sprites are rubbish. Woohoo! 29. Go on, Gale. Most of the sprites are horrible in these games, aren't they? But I like Grimer and Muck. I think they look pretty good. Okay, so Gale Platt is now level 29 and has thus caught up. Let's see if with that little bit of a stat boost we can now knock out this Grimer. Probably not. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Pound should do a little bit, and then it's out. It's done. Super effective, yeah. And that's the Super Nerd down with this strategy. It's not logical. It's not logical that sending out 3 of the same evolutionary line of Pokemon would all have the same weakness and would all crumble in front of it. Yes, it is. And you're telling me you need strategy. Okay, so we've got these ridiculous looking group of people here to fight, so I'm just going to work my way down them. I like Nidoran, so I collect them. Well, this should be hard for my psychic type attacks to deal with, shouldn't it? Lass wants to fight, and she's got 2. She collects them, and she's got 2. If you knew a stamp collector with 2 stamps, would you be impressed? So why is a Nidoran collector with 2 Nidoran? Wow, it lived. Well done. Ah, and it's super effective, and it'll probably poison me. Oh, got away with it, good. But yeah, if you knew a stamp collector who had 2 stamps, would you be impressed? A coin collector with 2 coins, you wouldn't be impressed. So, and she's not even got 2 Nidoran. She's got a Nidoran and a Nidorina. That's not a Nidoran. I mean, yes, it comes from a Nidoran, but it's not a Nidoran. Again, that's like a coin collector having 1 coin and one £5 note or $1 bill or whatever you want to, whatever analogy you want to use. Yeah, it's money, but it's not a coin. Whatever. Okay, so that Nidoran collector was mighty impressive. That's her dealt with. Never to be spoken to again. Why? Because you're just awful. Okay, so the next person. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. That's a point. I've never seen a school in a Pokemon game. I've never seen anything. Well, there's Earl's Pokemon Academy, like in Gold and Silver, and there's that place in Viridian City where they're learning about Pokemon. But there's no schools. There's nowhere where these people learn to write or read or add up or do basic functions like that. Is everyone in the Pokemon universe illiterate then? That's an interesting one. They can all speak, but you pick up speech before you go to school, really, don't you, as a toddler? Maybe they're all illiterate and innumerate and in everything else. Everything that you ever learn at school. Okay, so that's coughing dealt with. It's very poison type heavy, this route, I've just noticed. Wow, that was quick. I'll stay with school. Yeah, you stay in school. Alright, who have we got now? Meowth is so cute. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, crazy cat lady. Crazy cat lady alert. And surprisingly enough, she sent out a Meowth. I didn't see that coming. Did you guys see that coming? Leave a comment. You know what? Thumbs up the video if that shocked you. If her sending out a Meowth absolutely blew you away, you would not have predicted that Pokemon in a million years. Wow, that critical hit did a lot of damage. Oh, and that didn't destroy it. Oh, good. Yeah, growl when I've been using a special attack. Yep, good idea. Well done. Sit down, Meowth. Ooh. Oh, and again, if that one blew you away, if you did not see that coming, another Meowth. You know, even if you predicted the first one, I bet you didn't get the second one. So, leave a like, leave a thumbs up. And what I want you to do right now, you know what, I'm going to not press anything for a second. I want you to, in your head, and be honest about this, I want you to try and predict what her 3rd Pokemon is. And let's find out if you're right after I've dealt with this one. So just keep it in your mind. See if you can figure out what her 3rd Pokemon might be. Oh, it woke up. That's alright though. It's down. Okay, so it's 3rd Pokemon time. Be honest. If you get it right, thumbs up the video. And comment saying I got it right. If you get it wrong, please comment what Pokemon you thought she would come out with. There's an idea. And Gale Platt grew to level 30. Took some of the thunder away from her 3rd Pokemon. Lass is about to use. Drum roll, please. Meowth. Okay. Will it basically change Pokemon? Yes, actually, because Trevor, Alakazam, Trevor, is now the one out of the 3 that I was training that's behind. So let's switch him in. Psybeam. This may very well one-hit KO this Meowth, yeah. Oh, critical hit. So it may not have done, but it did. So, irrelevant. There we go. Thank you, lass. For being one of the most for being one of the most entertaining people I've fought so far in the game, I was about to say, and then she backed it up by still being a crazy cat lady. We must look silly standing here like this. I did kind of cover that, yes, in the video. You do look ridiculous. But no clues as to what you use as your Pokemon. So you got 5, so they're going to be Pidgeys and Rattatas and generic Pokemon like that, aren't they, at quite a low level? Yeah, there we go. Called it, Pidgey. Psybeam for you, Pidgey. has one. Rattata called it. Called it. She's going to have a Meowth. And some sort of Nidoran. And maybe another Pidgey. There's my call on it. There's my call on it. Let's see. I genuinely can't remember what every trainer in the game has. I'm just predicting based on what type of trainer she is and how many she's got and stuff like that. Nidoran. I called a Nidoran. I did say Nidoran. I definitely said there'd be a Nidoran in there. Wasn't very specific. I probably would have gone female. I had female in my head, so I was still right. Still got it. I was mostly right anyway, even if I went into detail. Level 30. We've now got 3 level 30 Pokemon that are ready to take on Erica. Meowth. I called it. Oh, if she's got another Pidgey, I am absolutely genius. I'm sorry because I don't know what she's got. This is the first record. This isn't a second take or anything. I genuinely promise you this is just guesswork. So, show me another Pidgey. About to use. Oh, 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I should have guessed actually because all 4 were different. There was going to be some. It wasn't going to be a repeat, but okay. So Pikachu is not a bad Pokemon. Better than all the other chaff she's had so far. However, Alakazam is well equipped to take on Pikachu, as he showed against Lieutenant Surge. Sorry, I just called Trevor Alakazam. Trevor is well equipped to take on a Pikachu, as he still has Dig. And that was pretty easy. Look what you did! Yes, I won a Pokemon battle, which was the idea. I think I'm going to carry on fighting trainers, because there's only 2 left, I think. Now, this guy here, if you haven't already done the Mew glitch, and you still have Teleport, or you have Fly by this point, or you leave it until you have Fly, you can also Mew glitch using this guy, because you can walk out of this doorway and he can't see you, and then as you walk, I'll show you, as he comes onto screen he sees you, which is the requirement to be able to do the Mew glitch by flying away. I'm not going to do it, but as soon as he appears he gets an exclamation mark, so if you time the pause right, like I did back in the episode where I caught the Mew, or the Mew, yeah, I only caught one, didn't he, in the end? Yeah, but do you see how he sees you straight away as soon as he appears? They're the sort of guys that you can Mew glitch with. Alright, roll the dice. I can't remember, did I catch 1 Mew or 2? I think I only caught 1, didn't I? That was sort of the decision you guys made, because I thought Misty first, I could only catch 1. Yeah, I remember now. Gambler wants to fight. And he sent out a Poliwag. Okay, nice. Yeah, I like Poliwag. I like Poliwrath. Poliwrath's probably up there as one of my favourites, I would say. I do have a bit of a thing in first gen for fighting types, which obviously it's a rubbish type in first gen, but I like Primeape, I like Machamp, I like Poliwrath. I'm not keen on Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, surprisingly, considering I like my fighting types. But I think it's just coincidence that they're all fighting types. I just like the design of the Pokemon for those 3. I'm trying to think, are there even any other fighting types? There's not really, is there? There's probably an obvious one that I've forgotten, but yeah, but I like those 3, so it's a bit odd that I happen to like so many of the fighting types just by coincidence. Alright, so, but Poliwag and Poliwhirl aren't going to give me any fight, really. And Poliwrath wouldn't either, because he'd develop a type disadvantage, so yeah, even if he had a load of Water Stones, this Gambler, and evolved them all, he'd just be in more trouble, to be honest. And I think, ooh, I've never tried it. Could you Mew glitch with that guy? Because he just saw me as soon as I walked into his line of sight. That might be 2 Mew glitchable guys together. I honestly have never tried it with him. Never, ever, ever tried it with him. Interesting. Maybe you can Mew glitch with both of them. That would be an interesting place to come to then, because don't forget the Mew glitch is known as the Mew glitch because you can't get Mew any other way, but you can actually catch near enough any Pokemon by Mew glitching. So it's a very useful glitch if you haven't got another version to trade with. I didn't see what he was using, but Alakazam can probably deal with it. Trevor can probably deal with it. Yeah, easy enough. Let's Confusion. Let's use some of the PP on Confusion. Not that I'm particularly running low on PP, but yeah. There we go, level 31. Very nice. Trying to learn Recover. Ooh. Yes, definitely have Recover, I think. I think, have we still got teleport? Yeah, teleport, bye-bye. 1, 2, and poof! Trevor forgot teleport. And Trevor learned recover. I love how Alakazam is supposedly has a IQ over 5,000 or something like that, according to his Pokédex entry. And it can still only learn 4 moves, just like any other idiot Pokemon that is not got an IQ over 5,000. I think it'd been interesting if they'd have given Alakazam like the ability to retain more moves. I know it would have been awkward laying it out, you know, in the early days, and it probably wasn't possible to do that. But it would have been interesting, wouldn't it, if Alakazam could remember more moves? It'd make it a really powerful Pokemon. But with its massively weak defense stat and stuff like that, it still and with Dark type coming in second gen, it would still end up, you know, having flaws. So it wouldn't be perfect, but it'd make it really strong. Imagine if it could learn 6 moves or 8 moves, twice as many. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Alright, so that's them dealt with. Now, we were going to catch another Pokemon on this route, but the next route through this tunnel has the same wild Pokemon. So we're going to go and catch it there after healing at Celadon City Pokemon Center. The department store in Celadon has a great selection. Typical woman talking to me about shopping. Now, I believe there's a hidden item in here, but I don't actually know which square. There might be 2. Where's the one? I'm pretty sure there's one on this. No. Let's go back a second. In that case, if it's not here, it's on the bottom row. I'll be honest, normally I do a little bit of revision, if you like, before the part, just to know what I'm going to be doing, just to remind myself if there's any hidden items and stuff like that. I know there's one down here, so let's try and find it. Okay, so that's gone incredibly well. I'm sure it's on this level. There we go, must have just walked over it. A hidden nugget, which is useless other than being worth 5,000 Pokédollars to buy other items with. So there we go. So that's nice. I hear a sleepy Pokemon appeared near Celadon City. Did it now. Fantastic. So I'm just very quickly going to head over to the Pokemon Center in Celadon and take our first steps in Celadon City. And I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, the finale, if you like, of this episode is to try and find a new Pokemon. Now, before we do, we need Gale Platt, our resident Pokemon catcher. We need Pokeballs. We've got 5. Pokeballs aren't going to cut it soon, but I think we should still be able to catch this using Pokeballs. Let's see, shall we? So let's try and find one. I'm not going to tell you what it is till it appears. And there it is! Second Pokemon I encountered. I got a Pidgey and thought, oh, here we go. It's going to take me hours to find one. But no, second Pokemon. Growlithe. I really like Growlithe. And Arcanine, but I think I actually prefer Growlithe. Obviously, you'd never not evolve it, but... Oh. Well, I'm not catching that one then, am I? Okay, let's... That went well. Let's try and find another one then, shall we? Alright, so this one took a little bit longer to get, so hopefully I managed to put it to sleep first time now, and then it can't roar me away. There we go. Okay, so that's a better start already. So same issue catching Growlithe that I totally forgot about, as you can get with an Abra trying to teleport away. You've got to convince it to stay in the battle first. I hope a confusion won't kill it. This could be a disastrous episode if I knock this one out. Ooh, okay, that worried me. Oh, it's just... no. Just in case the first Pokeball doesn't work. Get back to sleep. I noticed, if you're playing through this game and your friend's playing through Blue and you're planning on doing a catch-em-all and trading across the version exclusives, this route wants to be somewhere you come. Because on Red, you can get Oddish, Mankey and Growlithe, which are all version exclusives, which means on Blue you'll be able to get Bellsprout instead of Oddish, Meowth instead of Mankey, and Vulpix instead of Growlithe. So, good place to come if you plan on catching some to trade with your mates towards the end when you're catching them all. Alright, Growlithe was caught. Get a little jingle, and we get new Pokédex entry. Pokédex data, we get a new Pokédex entry from Growlithe. It's a puppy Pokemon. It's 2'4" and it's £42. Okay, very protective of its territory. It will bark and bite, repel intruders from its base, and roar as well, apparently. Do you want to give a nickname to Growlithe? No. No. Alright, so that is the last course of action for today's episode. We are now in Celadon City, so in the next episode we will be fighting the gym leader, having a look around Celadon and fighting the gym leader, and also receiving a new Pokemon. Not catching, we will be receiving a new Pokemon, which I think I'm going to implement into the team, but will once again leave down to a vote. And even though you think the option is keep it in team or not, it's actually going to be a 4-way vote. So that might give the game away for some of you that know exactly what goes on in these games. The fact that we're getting it in Celadon might give it away for you. But for those of you that aren't sure where I'm going with this, I look forward to seeing you next time. I asked a few questions over the course of this video. I can't remember what they were now, but feel free to leave a comment below with your answers to any of those questions. Hopefully you already did, because you'll have forgotten as well otherwise. But for now, I've been Abazer, you've been amazing, and I will see you next time.